I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe. I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85, I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 19... '24, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of the 2017 NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Let's go!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And they'll start this drive with... On 1st down, they run with Howard. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now it's Trubisky. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Falcons offense, as they head back out there, Charles, what can this unit do for an encore? You look at 2016, they scored 540 points, 71 more than anybody else in the league. So those are big shoes to fill.
They certainly are. While they'll have a different play caller in 2017, they still have Matt Ryan at quarterback, who was the NFL's MVP last year, had a phenomenal season. And with his work ethic, he expects to be even better as he continues to move forward. Still have Julio Jones to throw the ball to. Two-headed monster at running back. They feel great about offense. And they got better on defense as the year went along last year and actually drafted another pass rusher and Takk McKinley out of UCLA. For them, the encore is getting back to the Super Bowl and winning it this time.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Partner, our parents always told us our relationships were going to be important in life. Taylor Gabriel knew Kyle Shanahan in Cleveland before he was the offensive coordinator in Atlanta, and boy, that payoff for the Falcons picking him up.
Yeah, last year he had more touchdowns actually than Julio Jones. He had 7, Jones had 6, and good parental advice there, Mr. Davis.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On third down, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. Now it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, he was the MVP of the NFL last year, off to a good start this year as well as he connects on his first touchdown pass of the new season.
And it takes a lot to be able to kind of shake off the year before. What I mean by shake off, put it aside. Just because you're the MVP before doesn't mean you're naturally going to play to that level the next season. But he's managed to go ahead and compartmentalize, and he's off to a really nice start.
And he is knocked down from the side at the 22-yard line. For the Bears, as their offense takes the field, I guess you figure last season was kind of rock bottom, Charles. They finished 3-13, tying a franchise record for losses in a year. They used 3 different starting QBs and were last in the NFC North for the 3rd straight season. So where does the optimism come from this year?
That's what the Bears fans are asking.
And he's into the clear. 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 91 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
Here's Connor Barth for the point after. It's good, And we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. J.J. Nelson, 67 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. And
that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick, the rookie from Temple. And it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons. I'm back there.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And from down in Miami, an update. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Jameis Winston leading the way offensively. First and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ryan will throw again. He's got Sanu. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Ryan on first down. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. J.J. Nelson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterback.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Ryan being chased out left. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justin Hardy, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's what, 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
Not more than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Reminder that later tonight, we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Now it's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st down, Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And Bart puts it through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Andre Roberts now to return it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the 1st half.
Well, normally we say, you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. Touchdown, Falcons! J.J. Nelson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the 1st half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Worth noting, the largest deficit the Bears have ever overcome in their long history. 20 points against the Cardinals in 06. They run with Howard. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I think this was a good signing by the Chicago Bears, picking up Marcus Wheaton from Pittsburgh. They had to do something to try and lessen the loss of Alshon Jeffrey.
Injuries last year holding him to just 3 games, 4 catches, but the 2 years prior to that, he combined for 97 grabs. Now Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go with Howard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he locates Wheaton complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from UCLA Tech, McKinley. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And that's encouraging there for Chicago Bears fans. A catch by Kevin White. Missed his entire rookie season with an injury. Only played 4 games in 2016. He also tried to change his luck in this.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line. Is eating them alive.
And Barth puts it through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Falcons, they have the big lead, and you can't help but let your mind go there. You think Falcons big lead second half. They lost a game that they led by 25 in Super Bowl 51, as we all well remember.
And I don't think it's going to change them a whole lot in terms of their mentality. because they were an attack team. They always wanted to be on the attack. And remember, a lot of people thought them staying on the attack maybe cost them in the Super Bowl against New England. But in this case, they definitely have learned that no lead is big enough. So I think they'll go out there with the idea of continuing to try and increase it.
To throw is Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Again, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage on the first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's exactly what Chicago expected when they drafted Leonard Floyd in 2016, him wrapping up quarterbacks.
Led all rookies in the NFC with 7 sacks. Used to do it in the SEC with Georgia, and now the NFC. 23 yards on the play. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That throw good for 4. It's second down, and they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. J.J. Nelson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley, and it'll be a second and long.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, Trubisky. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go. 3-19.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the 2nd half, interesting. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. J.J. Nelson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons add on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And now running right through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Trubisky to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Well, it was a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. Touchdown, Chicago! Josh Bellamy, 39 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Barthon for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did. On the last drive, when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, Ryan. Caught by Nelson left side. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went, that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. To throw again is Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's in. Complete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to him because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ryan. Broken tackle there for Nelson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mitch Unrein. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Ryan on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. J.J. Nelson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And that touchdown catch, Charles, it breaks the single-game record for receiving touchdowns.
And what a perfect match. A quarterback who loves to throw it and a receiver who knows how to go out and get them. A brand new record established today, and all these fans who are on that side are going to go home happy.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Got a man, it's right. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now it's Trubisky, and right with it here over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On third down, this is Howard. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To throw on second down. Ryan. Time for a break. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Ryan. And this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now Trubisky to throw on second, finding room to the 20, complete to right, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Green 39. Green 39.
Again on second and 10, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. Bye-bye Beasley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. To return, this is Eddie Jackson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So 2nd and 10 here. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And some room to roam now. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Wright's got it. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to